Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you love it in here. Yeah, you love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back. Okay, I didn't get a chance to do Real Housewives of Atlanta last week, so I'm going to be doing it again this week. And I have a lot of time in my hands today. Not that I don't have to work, but I have a lot of time in my hands today. So if you're a member, you already got members only content. I put that members only content up already. And now it's time to do this Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, season 14, episode 2 stuff. Okay, I'm trying to get this out of the way so I can get off of the internet, okay, for the rest of the day. So y'all, I didn't give y'all episode number 1. Please forgive me. What's up, Scotty? I didn't give y'all episode number 1, so I'm gonna give y'all episode number 2. So we're just gonna start with this right now. So first we start off with Sonia and her family. So I'm gonna say this. Y'all already know I talk to y'all all the time about me being half Jamaican. I don't really gravitate towards any part of that side or even do too much with it because my daddy is a piece of shit. Okay. So no, we don't talk, we don't do any of that. But my ex-girlfriend, she was like fully Jamaican. Okay, so when I was like more ingrained into like who my side was, she got a chance to meet my dad and all of that stuff. So we were able to like create bonds and stuff like that. But I do love how their family is. So she introduces us to her sister. Her sister is there. She has 9 people living in the house with her. That's a lot of hoes. Okay, that's a lot of hoes in one house. And what I do love about it is that they went to Jamaica. So what a lot of people do in I don't want to say in the Caribbean, who live in the Caribbean, but I want to say who are Jamaican, is that, you know, we send for a lot of stuff. So we'll one of the things that my ex-girlfriend's family used to do, we were together for 5 years, is what we'll buy. We have to buy a whole lot of Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secret, and then we'll send it down to Jamaica. And then when they came back from Jamaica, we'll have tons of patties. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest and say, just like Sonia and them, we eat the patties for breakfast. Like whenever we can get patty, we gonna have one. Okay, so we'll have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. We'll have it at all times. So it felt so natural. I love the fact that they're showing this Caribbean side of them, and it felt very natural. It felt very real. The fact that we that they're showing that, because it's like, oh my god, I do that same thing. So they arguing about the patties. She said, look, you bring it every time you brought up all these patties, okay, and I had none, okay. So they start talking about that. The mom, she gets very extra. She's like, fine, I won't do nothing for the rest of your lives. She's just very extra. So then they all talk about how long they're supposed to be staying there. Basically, it's only supposed to be a year, and then they're going to try to find their footing. But Sonia wants everybody there. Her sister is her makeup artist, and I think her mom is her manager. So it's a family machine, you know. So we need this to be happening. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Anna? So from there you get Kenya and Sheree. Y'all, first of all, we finally see Chateau Sheree. Okay. And every time I want to know, does she go to the Piggly Wiggly or does she go to Kroger's? Because every time we see Sheree, she open up box fruit. Okay, it's almost like she don't got no real fruit. She don't know how to cut it. Where Drew got so big, she said she got one of her assistants. Where's your assistant? You can't have no assistant cut you fruit naturally. Okay, she always opening up these box fruit. You always hear the okay of the box fruit. And then also, when did we find Sheree's mom? I just want to know when did we find her mother? When did we find Sheree's mom? Y'all remember Sheree's mom was missing? She was up, down. It was a police report. They had all of this stuff going on. Did we? When did we find Sheree's mom? when did we just gonna act like she wasn't missing? So usually we see Sheree's mom. Y'all, is it me putting in the comments? I don't remember when we found her. I remember the lady was missing. I don't remember any reports coming out that we found the lady. Okay. But anyway, we found Sheree's mom. She's out in the chateau. Kenya had came up there. I do love how Kenya walked in and she was like, "Oh, hey, little puppy." That dog was big as fuck. Okay. But she was like, "Hey, little puppy." So she says hello. They come in. The house looks immaculate. The house is beautiful. Sheree put a lot of time and effort into it. I think she was staging it out for HGTV shows as well. Because I feel like I saw some episodes and stuff like that on it. But like she put a lot of time and effort and work into it. So I was really excited about that. As they're talking, they're saying, because Kenya hasn't been there since. She said her house was more finished than mine, and it wasn't because the basement was not finished. And Kenya was like, "People don't have their basements finished, girl, or pool houses either." We'll get to that later. So as they go around, they sit down, and she was like, "What was it about that party?" And Sheree is telling Kenya, like, Marlo was saying some stuff about you. She said something about a white refrigerator and something about, borrowing somebody's range. And she's like, "What?" Yeah, from Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray? I don't even know Lisa Ray. You don't know Lisa Ray, can you? Well, not like that, but to be borrowing a car? I don't know. So then they called Sonia. She was like, "Yeah, girl, all of that is true." As that was going on, basically what was also said was that, look, she also said, she also said that your assistant is telling is telling Drew your business. She said you had the same assistant, and that's a lot of your business that's being told. I was talking to Kandi the other night, and she was like, she know your business because the assistant know your business. Okay, it's a healthy libation to keep your lips, your taste buds moving, your hips grooving, honey, Miss Legendary Burris. Okay, she said she know all your business now. She said that she knows that you ain't paid the rent. She said that she know that you lock your mother up in the dungeon. And that's why we couldn't find her because she was in the basement. She said that we understand that Bob paid for half of this and that this isn't your like we know all your business. Okay. That's what they said. So after that, we get to Drew. Y'all, half of me thinks this is real, and half of me thinks this is fake. The whole part of me thinks it's bullshit. Drew, I don't know why you want to get burns like this on to the television show, but it's not becoming. What I'm not understanding is why you want your husband to drag you by the scalp down to Bravo. It just doesn't make any sense to me. To me, it doesn't make any sense. So Drew's out here, she getting dragged by the scalp by her husband. Y'all, was it just me? And I watched it several times. I watched it several times. Y'all, first of all, she had 4 assistants. Okay. Second of all, nobody ate the food. Go back and watch the episode. The kids was like, "Can I go play?" The kids was looking at the plate and they said, "Can I go play?" And then as they were talking, nobody ate the food. Nobody ate the food. Drew was like, "Oh, is that so?" She threw out green beans, mashed potatoes, all types of everything that was on that plate. I don't know if I was the only one who peeped that, but y'all go back and watch the episode. Nobody ate the food that the chef made. The chef number 4, or whatever the lady name was. Nobody ate that food. I just want to say, y'all spent y'all. And why does Drew need 4 assistants? Those Lifetime movies be. Let me get out of here. Can you stop texting me, please? So we get from there, and then they all having lunch. Ralph was saying hey, he enjoyed having lunch with Todd. It was great to get somebody that you could relate to all of the stuff that's going on. And then Drew was like, "Well, Kandi brought up a couple of things about your assistants. Okay, are you still?" And this is what I don't understand. He asked her, "You still with? Are you still working with your assistant?" And she was like, he was like, well, I fired her. Okay, but do you still talk to her? Well, you said to fire her. You didn't say you had to stop talking to her. What the f- is this? Like, there's clear cut boundaries, and when you care about a relationship that you have, you need to understand those boundaries. Okay, what's interesting to me is that as soon as that scene happened, I was like, oh, he's gaslighting her to the fullest. Okay, so then she had to look up gaslight because she didn't even know what gaslighting was, and as soon as she looked it up, she googled it. She said, "Let me see what gaslighting is." Her husband's face was right there. Okay, so as the gaslighting is happening, he's like, well, she's 50 something years old. That means that she know how to play the game. These older girls, they know how to put it on the boys. Okay, that you got to be weary. Okay, oh, well, she's 50 years older. Girl, that means that they know exactly what they're doing when they want to do it. Okay, they know exactly what they're doing when they want to do it. That means that these cougars, they know how to put it on them right. Okay, she said, I should have gave you a back, besides she know how to maneuver through it. Okay, she know how to maneuver through it. So Ralph is talking about, wait, they talk about all of that, the gaslighting. Then they show, a movie by Ralph about him gaslighting her because he does gaslight her. Basically, from what I understand, I'm not gonna read the definition of the word. Gaslighting is a form of when you make someone believe that their reality is not their reality. You know what I'm saying? What they're experiencing is unreal. And that's gaslighting. Like, I know I just got slapped, and it's like, no, something hit you. It's like, that's not how it happened. Blue is feeling himself today. You think so? Gaslight you up. So after that, he was like, well, if you don't want me to talk to her again, and this is what bothers me, and I'm like this in a relationship, and I would have taken the same approach as Drew. Okay. If you don't want me to talk to, because he said if you don't want me to talk to her, all you have to do is say the word. Why do I have to say the words? You should respect and love me enough to just not do it. Why do I have to tell you whether or not you should be respecting me? I don't understand that. And I'm with Drew. Now, I know that some people are like, no, you need to say it. You need to explicitly say, I am in a relationship with somebody who's like, well, you didn't say, or you have to say it. Make sure you said it. Did you say? It's very cut and dry. Okay, it's very cut and dry. And the words mean something. Okay. That's why I ask questions. I say things. Okay. This is what was said. Okay. I go off of emotions. If you really cared, if you really loved me, then these are things that you would just do, because when you care about someone, those are the things you'll do for someone you care about. If I have a problem with it and I have a problem with it because you care for me, you will say, you know what? I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not going to do that. But if you dating wordsmiths, then it's like, well, you didn't say, and you should have said, and I said, and you said it. Girl, it's hang it up, flat screen. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So at the end of the day, the conversation was bad, and so was the food, because they threw the food out. Okay, boom. So we go from there. We got Sheree. Sheree's talking about her daughter. What I don't understand is why they didn't name the daughter's podcast, because she said her daughter talks about sex, but they didn't name the podcast. That was weird to me. So then we get to Kandi. She's talking to her production team. Yeah, I remember she had Thoughts of a Color Man. I remember when the show was on Broadway and she was promoting it heavy. I remember that was last year sometime. She was promoting it very heavy. I'm not sure where it is now and what's going on with it, but she was promoting it very heavy. Um, so they're talking about the bad vibes that basically her and Todd are having. She's doing work without him now, and um she is feeling like he doesn't like the fact that she's doing work without him now. But if y'all had been a team since the beginning of the marriage, I could see it being uncomfortable. Now you doing stuff without me, it doesn't seem right, you know. So then they start talking about what needs to be done, what's not done. They go into the guest house. The pool is just full of stuff. Somebody could live there. Okay, the pool is full. He done changed up the pool, but now the pool room don't look like it's usable. Like y'all could have kept it the same because nobody's using it. So they talk about a Jersey apartment, I guess a condo. He had a condo with his girlfriend. They didn't work out, so then she didn't refinance. So now his name was on it. He had to buy it out. But Kandi said, I don't want to go in there where you and your girlfriend was. So that she doesn't want to go there. Nobody wants to go to the condo. It's a mess. Basically, they're trying to talk about who's doing what at what condo, what place. My name not on this place, your name not on this place. This is a married couple. So then we go from there. We go to Kandi and Marlo. Y'all saw when Marlo was pulling up and she was like, this is a bad area, ain't it? Okay, girl, it's a bad area. This is a bad area, right? That's why she got these gates. Yes, the area is bad. They come up. She gets inside. I guess Candy's doing Halloween photos. Even the photographer's dressed up. They go all out, okay, for Halloween, even a photographer. As they sit down, Kandi was like, I love you being a Monty. It was really good. And I also want to tell you that I did not have problems with you doing your event. I just wanted to know how much the stuff cost. Okay. Um, and she was saying, well, you've always been like that, Kandi, since we were young, since forever, you've always been asking how much my stuff costs. But I feel like what you need to go tell them is that I'm Ginger at Magic City. Okay. And I think there's some truth to that. That's just me. Outside of that, she was like, look, I want us to be closer. I have boys, you have family. I want us to have this family dynamic and come together. Because I don't know if I'm doing it right. Sometimes when I love bombed them when I got them, it was just overloved, overgiven, all of this stuff. But maybe I shouldn't be doing that. And Ken was like, I want to stop you. Why do we think that there needs to be struggle and blackness? And I agree. I am one of those people who feel like, why my children are going to be very highfalutin. They're gonna be like, excuse me, we don't eat this, okay? And can we have couscous for lunch? I don't want hot dogs. Because why do we? What is it with y'all feeling like I need to make y'all kids scrouge through the dirt to get to life? Like you can instill in. Look at Riley, she's going to school and she's very intelligent. You can instill a work ethic in them and still make sure that they're not struggling. My kids gonna go to school with other people who got the monies. Why mine gotta act like they gotta scrounge through the dirt to get? No, it's okay for black people. Let's normalize black people living lives of luxury. Let's normalize luxury for black people. Can we normalize that? Let's normalize high society, high living for black people. Let's normalize it. So she was talking about she is just trying to figure out, she wants to show more of a family dynamic, and know her and Kandi haven't had the best of relationship, but maybe we can get it started now. So come on over to the house. You know what I'm saying? So then we get to Drew. She's doing dropper with Drew. The assistant had a booty on him, right? I was watching Mims live, and he said that he felt like it was a butt pad. Whatever it was behind him, it was big. Okay, amen. Amen. Okay, so Ralph says, I'm about to emotionally distress you. So get prepared for that. I'm about to bring you on a very nice date. You're gonna love it. I'm about to tear you down. So can you get dressed very nicely? Because I'm about to treat you so well, and I'm gonna shoot all your dreams down. because this is what we do in this marriage. That's how I love you. So then after that, all the men meet up. They meet up at Blaze. Okay, so it's Ralph, Todd, and Ross. Ross is a little cutie. He's just skinny. They talk about how they know each other and working out. They talk about their ages. I think Ralph said he was 38. Ross is 39, and then Todd is 48, 49. One of those two ages. They all look good for their ages. They talk about what's happening in Atlanta. They said Todd is the person to know. He said, no, I be keeping it low. Not true. And he said he just got a colonoscopy. Somebody just put a thing up his butt because you need that. Actually, somebody told me I need to be getting one too. And maybe I should do so. Then they talk about Ralph and his issues, and it was like, look, Ralph, my wife was telling me something about you was sleeping with your assistant. Ralph was trying to gaslight the wrong people, girl. You can't do it, Ralph. That may work on your wife, your delusional wife, okay, with that Dancing with the Stars dressed on, but it's not gonna work with us, okay? Even Todd was like, okay, yeah, sure. And nobody's falling for your BS. Like, no one's falling for your BS, okay? So from there, we get to Marlo. They're going to the homecoming dance. They are excited about him going to the dance. I do love that she's like pouring her all into her nephew and everything that they have going on. They said to get the black Hermes belt. You got the black Hermes. She has a couple assistant. They're helping with everything because she said some things have been hard. And one time her nephew came down and said something's going on down there. Now, I've been a boy all my life. What was going on down there? I just want to know. I've been a boy all my life. Now I know I got pubic hairs. Okay, when the pubic hairs came in, I was like, okay, okay, this is different. This is new. And then I had a wet dream. Well, actually, I never had wet dreams. I never had. My first wet dream was last year, ever in my life. What did I miss that was going on down there? That he was like, something was going on down there. He's like, oh wait, well, hold on. And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? But that's, I mean, I don't know. Put in the comments. Somebody said maybe he had a wet dream. Maybe, because I was thinking to myself, what was going on down there? Because I had pubic hairs, and then the people did get wet dreams, but I only had, my first wet dream was last year. It was last year. I mean, it was at the end of last year. It was like December 31st. It was like the last day of the last year. It was my first wet dream. So what y'all doing? What was going on? So anyway, we move from that. He gets ready to go to prom. Y'all saw Marlo at the confessional. She was like, my mama, yo, this is a non-alcoholic, a brute. But y'all see Marlo, she was like, my mama, she even can't, what she say? That bitch was getting high when I was sitting here going to the prom, okay? But I don't, why the hell Marlo looking bad out here like that? I didn't like it. I don't think I know if anybody else, not Lori, he knows the day. I'm just saying that was a 15th. Girl, where's mine? Actually, I'm supposed to be leaving today. I'm supposed to be going and get a suit today. So I actually need to pack up and go and buy my suit. Anyway, he looked nice. I thought it was a really nice event. So then after that, we go to Drew is going to emotionally abuse us as she's going through her emotional abuse and distress. She getting ready. She looked like a fool. She ready to do the samba, whatever. She goes out. She looks amazing. Just this whole scene was just trash to me. I don't like her making us watch her struggle. I don't like it. I don't want to see it. It's uncomfortable for me. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to see her struggling and then us having to watch her struggle. She's sitting here. He's being a maniac. He's the gaslighterization of it all. He's sitting here. He's saying, he's telling her she's crazy, telling her what the therapist said, what men need to do, how she need to talk to men. Then he's saying, Dr. Ken said you're a maniac. Okay, well, he said, well, Dr. Ken said, you said this. Okay, but then Dr. Ken also said you a maniac. Oh, why we got to bring up Dr. Ken? Nigga, you brought up Dr. Ken. So now we can't bring up Dr. Ken. Now it's, oh, I can't believe that this is happening. And now you being frustrated because you don't know what a maniac looks like. So then we look up what a maniac looks like. So now you mad at the definition and you telling us we the stupid one because we don't know what it means. But you just told us that. Then you saying, well, you don't know how to marriage counselors use extreme words, and maybe that wasn't the word, but maybe it was the word because we don't know what it looks like. Then saying you're doing too much, we doing too much. You express yourself, but you can't express yourself. It's too much. What the happened in the scene? Then you want to sit here and say, this is the reason why I don't do nice stuff for you. You love bombing me and taking it away. This is emotional abuse. This is emotional abuse. And then she gets up from the table. She's crying because she didn't get 10s across the board in that dress. And then he just sits there. Y'all, I don't know who y'all type of people are, and I'm glad I'm not in relationships with y'all. I don't understand people who see other people crying and then they just sit there. And if my heart bleeds for you, I can't just, she got up from the table. And then he got up from the table when she got back down. This is too much. It's depressing. And I refuse to have y'all force us to watch Drew go through this emotionally abusive relationship. I want a divorce. Can I file divorce papers on behalf of her? Because this is too much. I don't like it. It's stressful. It gives me high blood pressure. I don't like it. I don't want to watch my good sis. Well, I won't say all of that. I don't want to watch her go through these traumatic situations too much. It's hard to watch. Very. I'm traumatized. It's too much. And we got to keep going through this. Y'all, this was very quick. I said I wasn't going to be here long. I just wanted to get this out because I did not do last week and I messed it up. Y'all, there's a members only content video. Make sure you go watch that. Let me get out of here. I want to thank everybody for coming. Y'all, do y'all think it was too much? One, do y'all think that the assistant, yes, legendary birds, honey? Y'all think that assistant had on butt pass like ma'am said? What y'all think about this episode? Are y'all tired? Do y'all not want to watch Drew get a divorce? Like, this is too much. I don't want to go through this stuff. I think that was everything. I want to thank everybody who came into this quick thing. If y'all want to know more about me and everything stuff going on, you can find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, but this is definitely streaming right now. I think that's it. This was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. It's just I don't like to watch Drew go through that stuff. I'm gonna get out of here and go back to work. I'm about to shout out my members and then I'm about to go get busy, and you all stay busy. Till next time. Love you. What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and we are back.
Get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really